All right, I am a big fan of Tampermonkey, and that's simply because anywhere where I can run some code to do something for me, I love to have that available. And so basically, in a gist, you can write JavaScript and have it execute on specific pages. And one of the things you can do with that then, if I come over to Gmail, I've always never liked the fact that this search box is only taking up about half of the page. It's got a fixed width. And if I inspect the element here, take a look at this element, you can see why. You can see over on the right here, come down to filtering. If I put in max, you can see the max width is set to 720. Now, there's not much room here right now. Maybe I'll make this a little bit smaller so you can see this. Watch what happens with the box when I uncheck this right here. You can see it takes up the full width. And if I close the DevTools, you can see now that is a search bar. And this is great when you have a really long search and you don't want to have to scroll left and right to be able to make changes to it. And so if I like what I've changed here, I can make it permanent by setting something up with Tampermonkey. And as a first step to figure out what I'm going to do with Tampermonkey, pull up in those dev tools. I'll reload the page just so it's smaller so I can test this out. And then if I come to the elements here, and then if I inspect this again, you can see here's the element. It's got an ID of ASO search form anchor. So if I grab this, come over to the console here so you can see this. To be lazy here, use my little ChatGPT helper to type the JavaScript for me so I can be super lazy. So now I can run that to validate it. There you go, there's the element. So now I can do .style, .max width. So now if I set the max width to none, there you go, you can see it fixes it. So I could take this code here then and put it into a Tampermonkey script, and then I'd be able to reuse this. So if I collapse the panel here and just reload the page to make sure it's got the small version, now I can come up to Tampermonkey, which I've already installed in my browser. Works in any Chrome-based or Chromium browser. I've got Brave, for example. Come down under the menu here to create a new script. And of course, I can give this a name here. I can call this Gmail mods or give it some other name. Down below, then I can paste in the JavaScript that I'm using here. Then I can go ahead and save that. Make sure you hit Command S to save that or Control S. We'll open that back up so we can edit it if we need to. Come back to Gmail, refresh, cross my fingers. And oh man, that didn't fix the problem. And I suspect the reason for that is a timing issue. If I come over here and paste that code in again and run it this time, you can see it fixes it. So I've obviously got a timing issue. Two ways to fix this. I could address running this once the page is loaded. Or I think an easier approach to take is to turn this into some CSS styles and inject those CSS styles into the page. So if I come back over to the script here, instead of writing some JavaScript, two things here. There's a gm_add style. This is a method or a function that's added via the Tampermonkey APIs. GM is short for Grease Monkey, and that's compatible with Tampermonkey. I need to put this up in the grant here. So I need to add a grant with the gm add style. Now with gm add style, that's a function I can call. And to this, I just need to pass some CSS. And I've got this pre-canned already. Let me paste this. So I'll just paste in the final version here. I can now save that. And if I come back over the page here, reload the page. Takes a second there, but once it loads, it injects the style. You can see the search bar takes up the full width. So there's one thing you could do with Tampermonkey. At the end of the day, the gist of what I wanted to convey is that you can write some code, you can have it run every time a page loads, and you can start to change the interface of the web pages you visit to get rid of things that annoy you or to add functionality. So definitely take a look at Tampermonkey. It's well worth your time.